Hey Evan, it's Michael with Terry Hendricks out here in Archibald, just doing a quick test drive run here for you on the Wrangler. Sorry for any of the bounce on the video, or a little bit awkward here because it is a stick shift. This might get a little difficult here. I don't have a phone holder, but taking a brief look into the Wrangler here on the overall test drive, the clutch pedal is very tight. I can tell you overall that the ride, as you could probably tell because it's a Wrangler, is a little bit bouncy. The gears, it actually goes into gear, in and out of gear real easy. There's no real tie up there in the shifting at all. I'm going to try and answer some of these questions here for you while I'm driving this. It can be reversed back to the stock height on the lift. That is something that you can get done at any dealership, or if you wanted to look into that as a potential option yourself, you can definitely do that. The blue handles can be removed. You can put anything you want on there as far as a color accessory or something like that. But, at this point, I'm going to reverse the camera and show you the overall drive. Now, this road back here is a bit of an access road for commercial trucks and everything like that for some of the businesses. But as you can see, she drives pretty nice. It's a nice ride. It's not like you gotta hold on for dear life as you're going down a simple road here, but this one's a little bit of a bumpy spot, so you can kind of tell she has a little bit more bounce than maybe, say, a Buick or something like that. So, but everything feels smooth as far as the overall shifting. Again, the clutch pedal, I've driven stick shift Wranglers quite a bit before. This doesn't feel like it's too tight or too loose. I mean, you really got to put it all the way down to the floor to get it started, as far as the clutch pedal, but that's pretty normal. Sorry for the awkwardness on the camera angle again. Just trying to drive it here as best I possibly can for you. And she handles pretty well. I'll get it up to speed a little bit more. And into sixth. To me personally, it drives like a Jeep. I mean, she's a little bit around the road, but you got to kind of hold on to it because it's a little bit of a windy day. But I would say my suggestion is if you wanted to do different tires to it and reduce the lift height, then you might have a little bit smoother of a ride overall, even on that. So I'm going to pause the video, turn around, and get back to the dealership here, and I'll show you the outside. All right, back at the dealership here. I'm going to show you the overall. The outside is looking really nice, and I have to say this is probably one of the cleanest 2009 model Jeeps that I've had come through here. Typically you'll see a decent amount of rust along the doors, the back gate and stuff like that. This one's really quite clean. There are some overall, cosmetic issues, I would say. This one's probably the worst of it. Not sure what happened here, but it looks like something scraped and dented that. They did touch it up with some paint. And keep in mind, this is plastic, so it's not going to rust. Got a couple little scuffs and scratches, just a touch of rust starting along the back here and here. But again, super minor. The hinges, that's pretty typical with any kind of Jeep or anything like that. But again, this is way less advanced than a Jeep of this year normally would be. You can see that these handle pieces, they just screw in, so that's something that you can get replaced. That's a really common accessory option for a lot of people that want to just give a little bit of look to them. You got the normal rim corrosion. That's typical for this type of year, but you can see the wheels that we have here don't actually have a whole lot of that on it. It looks like an aftermarket antenna. So I'll give you a good look here. This is all new stuff. It's all rough country. They put new shocks and lift on it and everything like that. That was done just like a month or two prior to them trading it in. Reason why the guy wanted to get out of this one is because he wanted an automatic and a 4-door. So we've got automatic locks, got automatic windows, aftermarket radio. Looks like they've got a Bluetooth piece put in here as well. So I don't know exactly how that works, but he said everything was working fine when he traded it in. Overall condition of the inside is looking nice. No major stains, rips, tears, or anything like that in the seats. Show you the back as well. I'll show you the top here, because if somebody takes the top off, it tends to get kind of scratched up, and we do have a couple little scratches on that. This is probably the worst of it here, just from taking the top down and storing it. But again, those can be touched up, a little bit of black paint. Let's see if I can get the 114,972. No lights on the dash, nothing necessarily to worry about there. So hopefully I've given you a good transparent view of what we have available here. To answer the remainder of your questions, like I said, the lift can be reversed if you wanted to. I would recommend some different tires potentially if you wanted a bit more of a street running Jeep, so a little bit more comfortable ride. And the handles again can be replaced with that. We do deliver. That is going to be something that we'll probably have a transportation company take out to you if you're in Cincinnati. Either that, or it's like that 2 to 3 hour run. We might have drivers take it out depending on the situation and the circumstances. So let me know if you have any additional questions, Evan. Sorry for the longer video here, but I just want to make sure I give you a really good view of this Jeep. Give me a call or text, 419-495-5882. Please provide your phone number in the email response if you'd like to continue talking about this Jeep. Thanks.